Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing a top 5 list on Native American urban legends, and I hope you guys do enjoy it, and I do apologize if you guys can hear my heater going off in the background. I hope it's not too annoying, but I do have I do have like a little script written down. I'm not very good at memorizing words, and so I'm just going to kind of read off from there if you guys don't mind. But today we're going to be going over the top 5 Native American urban legends. Number 1, Mishipeshu, which translate into the Great Lynx or the Underwater Panther. Located in the Great Lakes of North America on the Canadian border lies its own urban legend, but underneath the waters. Known to Anishinaabe people, I think that's how you say it, the creature is known for its scale-like skin and its big freaking paws. It also has spikes on its back, which travels all the way down to its tail. It makes me not wanting to go into water anymore, or like go swimming in the lake or even in a river. Just imagine getting pulled down by that. It's like Number 2, Chinnu, the ice giant. The story originates from the Wabanaki people, which is like somewhere towards the Canadian border where New York is at. And so the story says that if a man, and I think specifically it means a man and not a woman, if a man commits a crime such as murdering or anything like that, that he'll be cursed with a frozen heart and a frozen soul, along with being like a humongous creature. You can compare it to like Bigfoot or something like that. So that's how this person will be cursed, is to look like a Bigfoot person. And whoever turns into this hideous monster will live life like this forever until he dies. Number 3, the flying head. To be honest, I'm just gonna leave the text right here for you guys to read. I really don't know how to pronounce this, and if I feel like if I pronounce this really wrong, it's gonna, trigger some people. I really don't know how to say this name again. The Iroquois people. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It originates from the Iroquois people, which is located where New York is at. So the story starts off with there being like a really bad winter storm, and this winter storm was like killing off all the crops and killing off all the animals. So, the land was just really gone. There came a day where everybody came together as one, like the younger people and the older people who were like in charge of the whole group. So they were having a meeting, and the younger people suggested that they leave from their place. And so the old men that were the chiefs of this tribe, so they disagreed, and they stated that the reason why this is happening is because we're probably being punished for whatever it is we did. And if they also ran away from their town, and from this, the results of this, of them running away, will also follow them. Like, their new problems will arrive, and basically their problems will still follow them if they were to move away from their hometown. If they're gonna die from this, they would rather die in their homeland than dying somewhere else. This really triggered the younger people from the tribe, and so what they did was that they took the old men, they murdered them, which how they did it is really brutal. And so what they did was that they burned them and they chopped off their heads. So after the old men got burned and getting their heads decapitated, they actually put them inside of this rope stuff. I really don't know how many old men there were, but there were probably quite a few. They put their bodies inside of a net, and they let it sink all the way to the bottom of the lake. One of the younger chiefs who actually planned this murder out, he actually got tangled up in this, and he somehow drowned, and that killed him. So one of the younger chiefs also died. So after they killed the men, they didn't realize that they created a monster as well. The creature is also described to have like a big oversized head with like wings on the back or something like that, and it's a really disturbing picture, like an oversized head. And I think the oversized head is the main body, with like hair coming out, and it has like wings, and it's like able to fly. Like, what? The tribe, they weren't able to escape this monster. And this actually leads into another story. Well, long story short, this creature appears outside of a woman's house, and when this lady was cooking outside of her house, she was cooking like acorns, and when the acorns were done, this creature appeared, and he was about to eat her probably. But then the creature looked over and glanced at her. The creature ran away, and the reason why the creature ran away is because it thought that she was eating coal. I'm still kind of wondering why it would be scared of coal in the first place. But yeah, so after that happened, after that story took place, They were, you know, those big flying-headed monsters were never seen again. Number 4, Wendigo. The legend comes from the northern forests of the Atlantic coast and the Great Lakes region, which is located on the US and Canadian border. The Wendigo is talked upon the Aquayan people. The way people can turn into a Wendigo is if a human comes in contact with one, commits murder, cannibalism, or greed. There's also this medical, I guess, mental diagnosis, which is called Wendigo psychosis. I guess it causes you to have intense craving for human flesh and fear of becoming a cannibal. I guess the creature is described like a, I don't know, what is it, like a deer sort of being, tall creature thing, just like the description says, and like eats people. I've heard so many sightings about the Wendigo, but I've never really officially like went onto YouTube and searched one up. But I've heard about them. The only reason why I know about them is because people bring them up in these, you know, top facts. Be careful when you camp, especially up in the border up there on the Canadian border. That is really scary. And finally, number 5, Yanagloshi, which also translates into Skinwalker. Yeah, this is actually kind of a odd topic and kind of like a scary topic to be talking about, because, you know, this actually originates from here, where I'm from, the Navajo Nation, and it's among us Navajo people. So anyways, what it is that the Skinwalker can turn into any animal shape or form. The way it's done is if you know, you have to kill like a loved one or do some kind of ceremonial thing, and it's a very, I guess it's a very long process. I don't know too much about it, and we're not really supposed to be talking about it, but apparently I am. Like I said, it can turn into any shape of any animal, and it causes bad luck for many Navajos. All it really is to terrorize you, and I guess to put bad luck on you or anyone around you. I don't know, how would you describe them? They're kind of like werewolves. I've personally never seen one, and I hope I never do, but I've heard like so many stories of people running into like the Skinwalkers. It's not like I ever went out and tried to like find one, which, you know, you should never do, especially if you're Navajo. So just whatever you do, do not like try to find one, do not become one. I don't know why people want to, but apparently they turn into like these Skinwalkers, which is really dumb, I personally think. So whatever you do, just be careful whenever you're out on a Navajo reservation. So yeah, those are my top 5 Native American urban legends. I think I want to do like get into these scary top lists. I would like to do stuff like this because, you know, just dark things in general kind of fascinate me. I just want to do it for entertainment reasons. I'm not really trying to offend anyone. I just find these dark things to be fascinating. If you guys like this video, why don't you give it a big like, and most of all, subscribe. Make sure to stay positive and be the awesome people that you are. I love all of you guys. See you guys in the next video. So whenever you're out in North America, just be careful. Always watch your backs.